Okay, we're on the east side of the house. This is the patio right here. This is the fireplace chimney. The counter flashing is supposed to be curled in more, and we're supposed to have kick-out flashings, and our rain gutter butt-ends are closer to the brickwork than 2 inches. This is our fresh air vent for the fireplace. That's a good thing. A tree shouldn't be closer than 25 feet to a slab foundation to accommodate for growth. Root growth can affect your foundation. The branches can affect your roof and wall system. Oh, this is just a little crepe. I guess it's a crepe myrtle. I don't know what that thing. Yeah, it's a crepe myrtle. This is a little ornamental crepe myrtle. That's just an ornamental. No, this bush over here, that's a Fatima. That's a barrier bush. They're supposed to be out here. They get big. That's a magnolia right there. I don't know too much about trees. That's like the 3 trees I know. Okay. Now brick. This is a very good wall system. It's very durable. This house could burn down. You could reuse the brick. And, you know, it's a great insulator, and it's a low maintenance unless you paint it. You might have to recheck it, repoint it every once in a while, but usually if it's maintained, unless you have something like a catastrophe, it's basically a zero maintenance system. Now, one thing about brick, though, is it's porous. So when it rains and when the lawn sprinkler systems hit it, which they shouldn't be, then, you know, the water goes through the brick, and so we have these weep holes. Most of the time, water vapor comes out of these weep holes. Most of the time, that's what happens. You never see anything. If you have an event, I've seen an event, but if you have an event, water can pour out of these. But for the most time, it's vapor, and we're supposed to have those. They run around the foundation perimeter, and they also are supposed to be installed over your lintels. That's the little metal bar that goes over your windows. That lintel is supporting the brickwork right there. The brickwork is porous, and the water gets behind it. And so we need some some weep holes installed over our windows. Rain gutters discharge above grade, and they do not take water far enough away from the structure. Coming on along, we've got a video for the condensing units, so we've already got that, where we say that disconnect box is not properly sealed, and we also talk about the fact that the disconnect boxes are behind the condensing units. Our screens are showing signs of their age. These are double pane vinyl frame windows, thermal sealed windows. They are. We have soffit vents. And then we got passive exhaust vents on the roof. It's medium grade roof. Again, you know, the flashing could be curled a little better. I'm not talking about that kick out flashing up there. That right there at the top, that's okay. You say okay. This chimney does have a chimney cap. Okay, so we're moving on along. Now I'm going to deviate here just for a moment. This home is vacant. That's an American flag. If this American flag is being flown at night, it should be illuminated. Is that little pole light out there enough illumination for this flag? I don't know. You have to come out and look at it. It's something I kind of care about. So I'm calling that, and I'm not saying anybody had any malicious intent. Obviously somebody's, you know, rightfully proud of their nation and patriotic, if you will, but you're not supposed to fly the American flag after dark unless it's illuminated. Okay, we got wood mulch next to the house, right? See that? Wood mulch next to the house. Where do termites live? In the ground. What do they eat? Dead wood. What's wood mulch? Dead wood on the ground next to your house? No. Rain gutter too close again, and we do not have kick out flashing. We're going to have kick out flashing. We got rain gutters discharging directly onto the roof covering. Coming on along. Lawn sprinkler heads. Now this one kind of bows out a little bit, but if it was straight like it was installed, they're not supposed to be within 4 inches of the building, because you know, brick is porous. Brick is porous, that's why. Moving on along. Here's our front portico. I'm kind of interested in this right here. Just try this for a moment. Okay. No GFCI. There's no GFCI in the garage, and I didn't see any GFCI there. Now, is this water from people watering this, or was it from the weep holes? I think it was from people watering it. I do not know if the Nest thermostat, doorbell, conveys with the house. I don't know if it comes with the house. People have those. If it does stay with the house, you need to get the codes so you can reprogram it so people can't watch your UPS driver show up. Coming on along, it's kind of level grading right in here because we got all this negative drainage over here. So we got some negative drain. So let's just talk about that a little bit. I can do that. That's my method. Level grading and drainage on the west side of the front portico. Now this does not have a lintel, okay? So we cannot install weep holes here. Weep holes do not belong around a semicircular arch. Okay, it's only when you use the metal lintels that you have the weep holes. You got 90 psi come into the house. That's too much. That's too much. That's going to be in another video. These paving stones laid out, all right, they're kind of convenient because people are trying to get over here and get to the, and I get that, but they are not dimensionally uniform. Lawn sprinkler head is closer than 24 inches. Closed dryer vent. It looks like it's kind of dirty. It does. You want to get those things cleaned. You do. Coming along, wood mulch, wood mulch. Coming along, we talk about the septic system here in a little bit. High soil right in here. Where does water go? Downhill? Water goes downhill. Okay. Sprinkler heads again. And again, we do not have weep holes. You have carriage, wall sconce, luminary fixtures like this. They should be sealed to help prevent moisture from getting into the brickwork. Coming on along, we're going to talk about him in a little bit. Have no fear. This is where the gas enters the house. I'm assuming that the bonding is going to happen at the furnaces. I'm assuming that. I just got a small whiff of gas just then, but you know, this thing is supposed to burp every once in a while. It's kind of windy. I'll put a leak detector on it. Moving on along. Just kind of checking things out. You know what I'm not seeing? Two things I'm not seeing. Alright? One, I'm not seeing a lot of movement on the walls. I'm not seeing all these cracks and stuff that I like to itemize. Because I do. You know? I think my client wants me to do that. I don't know. I'm not have to itemize them, but I'm just not seeing them. Another thing I'm not seeing is control joints. Some people call them expansion joints. We expect these things to move. You have that much brick, you'd expect it to move. Where's the control joints? I'm not seeing any control joints. Now this is a performance-based inspection, so you know, I mean, I just letting you know that these paving stones coming out here to this building, they're not dimensionally uniform. They're not dimensionally uniform. So if Granny comes over and she wants to come check out the dogs, by the way, it does smell like dog in there. It does smell like dog in there. So moving on along. These rain gutters are below grade. Looks like they've been whacking it with the weed whacker, doesn't it? Look at that. Okay. It happens. Now over here, this is covered. I get that. Like the front porch, portico. Alright, but not covered that much. We should have in-use covers on these. We should. And we do not have GFCI. On the patio with the swimming pool. Got the radio out here. We're not all Wi-Fi. We're not all Bluetooth. Okay. Water back here. Obviously there's been some movement here on the apron. And we kind of expect that. Alright. This is the way we're filling the pool. Alright. Moving on along. Back out here again. And still. This is kind of universal, so I'll just go ahead and do this. 4 or more steps should have a handrail. 4 or more steps should have a handrail. Coming on along, still we do not have our lintels. Those windows are not lined up exactly perfect, are they? Now that I called your attention to it, you're going to see it every time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I did that. Probably should have just kept my mouth closed. Alright, coming on along here. I mean, no solution, no problem, right? I guess. Coming on along here. Still no GFCI. This is a gas port for a grill on the patio. Now, knowing that, just know that different manufacturers have different specifications. And if you're going to get a gas grill to bring out to the patio like that, you want to read the manufacturer's instructions and make sure that it meets the specifications that the manufacturer's okay with it being underneath this cover. That's all I'm saying.